Hey guys, so I'm doing a video. It's raining outside. I don't know if I'm sure y'all can't see it. It's rainy. But me and Charlie just went for a walk this morning, and I was gonna take you guys kind of along on our day. It's gonna be really busy though. It's gonna be kind of hectic. But there's Charlie. If I can figure out the right way to hold the camera. Oh, you don't want to talk to him? Okay. So I just got done with the first load of laundry, being in this new house. And we didn't have a washer and dryer when we first got here. So my mom came through clutch. And so I just finished the first load. And so, yeah. I'm kind of sad. I was enjoying the fact that it was like, oh, sorry, I can't do laundry. Darn it. But, I mean, now we have the washer and dryer. So it's back to full duties. Yeah. The house, I mean, it's not in any way done. I'm still unpacking like crazy. But when I get done, I can't wait to I can't wait to show you guys everything. I decided to do the living room first, so I've been working on that. And it was kind of a hard decision, actually, of which room to start with. Because first I was going to do, well, I thought that I was supposed to do Charlie's room first, because people were kind of assuming that I was going to do Charlie's room. But I just figured Charlie's going to be fine, regardless of what her room looks like. And I really wanted to hurry up and make sure that Jonathan felt like this was home. So I started working on the living room first, because I know that's the most impactful room for him and not necessarily our bedroom, which I'll do the living room. Then I'm going to do the book room. I'm so excited. I got a reading room. And then probably Charlie's room and our room at the same time. Yeah. And then I'll work on everything else. The kitchen, I mean, it is what it is. You feel me? Like, it gets dirty every night. Clean it up every night. Yeah. But yeah, today I just wanted to kind of bring you guys along on our day, because it's going to be really hectic. We woke up at, what time, Charlie? 9? Here, I'm going to come down here with you. Ah! Oh gosh! Oh, the struggle! Whew. Hey. Hey. Okay, so we got up at like, what, 9? Well, I was up at 7. Charlie got up at 9. Yeah. And we went for our walk. And Jonathan left because he went to go and help out at an event in Dallas. So, huh? And I look a mess. I know, y'all. It just won't. I promise I'm gonna do something. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Yeah, wife life for real today. Let's struggle. So I'm gonna be honest. Don't judge me, but you know I'm putting myself out there to be judged, so judge away. However, sometimes I have the urge to go back to the old me and ignore and forget all of the growth that I have experienced over the years when I'm dealing with my husband, because yeah, I just lose patience sometimes, and I feel as if I'm being taken for granted. I almost feel like I'm being taken advantage of for my growth and my kindness, okay? But it feels like I would get better results or faster results if I would just give people a taste of where God has brought me from. I can't even remember the specific example, which is probably a good thing, but I'd gotten upset with Jonathan for something, and his response to me triggered something inside of me, right? Have you ever had that moment where you just had to pause and you had to have an outer body experience where you look at yourself and you're like, girl, I'm sorry, did he? Yeah, girl, he did. And then you have to calm yourself down and just, and I walked away from the situation And the old me was kind of in the forefront of my mind, telling me what I should do and how I should handle up, because I think that I've done a really good job of being humble when dealing with my husband. And I think God has taught me a lot about myself and about conflict resolution and keeping peace within my home and being submissive, and also helping my husband to maintain his leadership within my family. Yeah, so I feel all of those things working, right? And it's great, and I'm grateful for it. Completely grateful, because I know any other way without God, my marriage would not be as amazing as I feel like it is. But there are times when maybe I haven't got enough sleep, or I've let a couple of things that have nothing to do with my husband irritate me, where it just builds up. And I think the best thing for me to do would just be, you start thinking, I never had this problem with people when I was just letting them know what was good. It's probably just me. I don't know. But yeah, I struggle with that every once in a while. And I don't want to blame pregnancy, but I will say that it really doesn't happen unless I'm pregnant, and especially with this one. But yeah, I just have to walk away and go to my room and get very, very quiet. Which usually works, but sometimes my husband knows something's up, and he'll like follow me and ask me over and over what's wrong, or what are you thinking, and what's going on. And I'm like, nothing bad. Nothing at all, just thinking I love you, just thinking how good God is. And I know that society will tell you that there's nothing wrong with you, and that you should embrace every part of who you are, because that's what makes you unique. And the things that aren't of God are not the things that you should be embracing and saying, that's just me. We use that statement as a cop-out to not grow and to not change, because we want to be stubborn and we want people to just accept whatever mess we throw at them. But then not just reverting back to my old self in the way that I deal with conflict or arguments, but also in the way that I approached relationships. So I'll give you guys just a little insight into how I was. So I was kind of fun, back before in the day, but I used my appearance more so to see how far I could get, or what I could get out of different guys. Because once I realized that men were pretty simple and yeah, I didn't need very much coaxing to get whatever it is that you wanted out of them, then yeah, it was pretty much a free-for-all for me. And college was pretty real. So that was me. Not that I was completely out there, right? I still had some real relationships in between all of that other mess that I was just creating in my life. That was my past, right? And it will affect my marriage sometimes when I want to be seen as a little bit of that woman again, of just like the guy that just wants me. Don't get me wrong, like my husband, I know that he thinks I'm beautiful and I'm attractive, but sometimes when the compliments of cooking, cleaning, and doing laundry outweigh the compliments of just sheer vanity, I can sometimes, and then couple that with maybe us not having a high point of our relationship. I should have probably done two. High point of our relationship. It can cause me to think about the highs somewhere else, and make me think about, okay, what did I do back then to have that? how can I get that feeling again? Do I need to dress the way that I did? Do I want the attention from multiple people at multiple times? What is it within me that I'm really lacking? And is it of God? And usually it is an innocent lacking of, okay, I just want to feel wanted and validated in that way, and me getting it from my husband will be enough because maybe I'm not getting it as much as I need right now. And usually, I'll let him know, I'll communicate that with him, and then we're good. But then sometimes it's truly a thing that's not of God, of me just wanting the same type of attention that I had before and trying to just seek it. And I really had to check myself one time, because there was a day that I was getting out of my car, right? I was sitting in my car at first, and I think I was in the parking lot at the grocery store. And this car pulls up in front of me, and there's this man that's in the car. So I looked up, and he was looking at me. And so we made that awkward eye contact, and I was like, oh no. You know how you can feel this is going to be an issue? So he was still sitting in his car too. And I was like, oh no, sir. Just go inside. But the more I sat there, I started to feel like, dang, he waiting on me. Little old me. And then I started to get out of the car, and then I remembered, Ryan, you're pregnant and you have this belly bump. I wasn't thinking, Ryan, you're married and you have this wedding ring. I was thinking, no, what's going to hold me back from him continuing to want me and maybe even approach me is the fact that I have a protruding belly with a belly button that kind of pokes out. So what did I do in my vanity and my moment of ungodly thinking? I tried to quickly disguise my pregnancy. I looked for the nearest car. I opened the car door and I kept it open, and I kind of like turned, so he couldn't see my stomach. It was so bad. And then I tried to like walk ahead of him. He got out of the car when I got out of the car. So I'm walking ahead of him with the cart, just trying to keep the cart like, it was bad. And then he finally caught up with me, right? And in the produce aisle. And he introduced himself, and I introduced myself, and he said, I just wanted to tell you that you were very beautiful. And I said, well, thank you so much. Thank you for, I tried to act real humble about it. Thank you for taking the time out to make somebody feel great. I really appreciate that. Y'all, it used to work for me back in the day. I just thought, why not? And it kept it, where it was just real friendly, like, real churchy. And he was like, all right, well, you have a good day, beautiful. And he walked away. And I felt really good. Here's what I was thinking. God, I'm still pulling and I'm pregnant. Watch out now. Watch out. So I finished grocery shopping, feeling pretty good, and excited to kind of tell my husband about my wonderful experience and how he needs to lock me up somewhere because they're coming at me left and right and the pregnancy's not stopping it. But as I was driving home, I really had to ask God to work on my heart and reveal to me why it is that I was so, why that affected me in the way that it did. And it wasn't because of a lacking in my marriage or a lacking in affirmation from my husband. But what I was dealing with was the frustrations of having women that don't care that my husband is pregnant, and they still try to talk to him because the ring doesn't stop anything, and the fact that we've had one child doesn't stop anything, and the fact that I'm pregnant again doesn't stop anything. But he doesn't have anything but God and his love for his family to hold him. He doesn't have anything holding him back. Whereas I might not have people try to talk to me and come at me in that way, because I felt as if the pregnancy, they see that and they're like, oh, no, no, no. I felt the strangest feeling that I've never felt before. I felt like it was no longer even. You know, that phrase, marriage of equals. And I don't even know, honestly, I don't know if I even wanted it to be a marriage of equals. It feels good when people walk up to your husband and like, bro, how did you get her? But looking in the mirror every day, I felt like, and I watch him get dressed and watch him leave the house, and I'm like, man, he looks good. And I'm over here just chilling, chilling with Charlie, you know, trying to get the house ready. I'm just trying to figure out how many hours he's going to be gone so I can make sure that dinner is ready when he gets home or lunch is ready. But that was really what I was dealing with. And there's no amount of effort or no amount of I love yous or compliments from my husband that could fix that for me. That had to be all God, right? So what Satan wants to do, what the enemy wants to do, is to cause you to think that it's by your might that you can fix this and make yourself feel whole and good again. So what did I think was the solution? I thought, well, if I get the attention, then I'll feel better and I'll feel like we're even. So I thought, well, if I dress a certain way, or maybe do my hair this way, or maybe put on some more makeup, put a little bit more time into my appearance. But it wasn't for my husband and it wasn't for me. It was for hoping that I get attention from somebody else, which was not of God. So in that drive home, I'm grateful that God would reveal these things to me and help me to address them quickly and to heal from them. But even more so, I'm grateful that God has brought me from where He did before I was married and taught me so many lessons about holding my peace, about humility, about meekness, selflessness, and also what it means to truly be a woman and a wife after God's own heart. And it's something that I'm working on daily, but I'm grateful, and I try to be on guard as much as possible, because when I get irritated, I could go back to the old me. I could go back to the old me quick, and we could handle this real quick, and you probably won't say anything else to me for a couple of months because you'll be healing from the emotional wounds that I have left you. Or if I don't feel appreciated by you, don't worry. I'm going to go back to the old me, and you're going to see how the guys were just glad that I was even around. I didn't cook for them. I cooked for you because I love you and I'm your wife, but I didn't have to do that stuff before. And I don't have to do your laundry. Am I the only one? I could be. I'm just putting it all out there, y'all. But just pray for me. I'm going to end every video with that. Pray for me as I continue to work on those things and to continue to be on guard from those types of feelings and the different ways that the enemy can get into your mind and try to destroy your marriage through you. Because it really only takes, he doesn't have to get both the husband and the wife. He just has to get one of you. So it's important to not just be on guard for yourself, but to also be praying for your spouse. So that's it. I'm going to probably have you guys with us for the rest of the day because Jonathan went to take Charlie to see his grandmother. Because now we only live like 4 minutes away, maybe 3 minutes away. This is awesome. So we can see our family really anytime we want. Yeah. But we have a lot more to do today, so I'm going to bring you guys along. Jonathan is singing at a church that's all a cappella. They're singing one of his songs, and this is going to be his first time doing one of his songs a cappella, so please pray with me that he does not shame me.
We made it. Charlie's suited and booted. She's got her suspenders on. Dad's here.
What time is it, baby? He's just a little bitter. Baby, what's
Get away from the stage.
I just want to know what time it is. My phone died. Oh, it's 9. Time to go. But yeah, it's been a long day. It's been a great day, but a long day. I really enjoyed it. So we're gonna pack up everything. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all need to see this because they had this fundraiser for the youth and every snack was $1. And you see all that? That's what he bought. He bought all that.
It's for the youth.
And Charlie's not gonna get any of it. I'll be lucky if I get any of it. I'm gonna have to eat it all tonight if I'm gonna get a taste. We just got home. It's like, what, probably 11? 11, baby?
Yep.
And we got home and there's a frog at our door and my husband is gonna try to kill him or something or scare him. Baby, just, where'd he go?
You right there.
It's too dark to see him. Okay, I'm gonna step back.
Thank you. No, you can see him.
Huh?
I'll put the light on.
Okay. Baby, a frog isn't gonna hurt us. Nope.
Oh,
okay. Nope. Coming into his house. Because he is the what, baby?
Watchman.
He is the watchman and the chief.
Levi. And the priest of this house.
And the priest of this. I can't. Not with a straight face.